POV. You just got rejected from every OT school. You did everything you were supposed to do. You had the GPA, you had the hours, you wrote the statement, you prepared for the interview, and you still got a rejection. This video is for you, because what I'm about to tell you about OT school rejection is something most applicants only find out after their second cycle. And understanding it right now changes everything about what you're going to do next. Here is the most important thing I want you to understand about your OT school rejection. It is almost never a judgment about your ability to be a potentially great OT. It is almost always information about your application strategy. The checklist you completed, GPA, hours, letter, your statement, got you in the pool. What kept you out of the seat was something that happened after you were in the pool, if you made it in the pool at all. Something about how your application demonstrated or did not demonstrate the criteria needed for committees to review. Those specific criteria are specific, learnable, and demonstratable, which means the gap between your last application and the one that you're going to write is closable. Let me show you the 3 most common reasons strong applicants get rejected from OT school, because one of them is most certainly what happened to you. Reason 1, the application demonstrated qualifications, but not readiness. Committees are not just asking, are you qualified? They're asking, are you ready? Ready for graduate professional training, ready for the clinical intimacy of OT practice, ready to become a clinician. A qualified application lists accomplishments, and that a ready application demonstrates professional reasoning. Reason 2, the personal statement told a story, a biography, instead of positioning your readiness. A biography tells me who you are. Positioning tells me what you understand. Committees are reading for the second one. 3, the interview performed answers instead of demonstrating your own thinking. Memorized responses, polished delivery, no genuine reasoning under pressure. Committees are not evaluating your answers, mostly. They're watching how you think under that pressure. Here is the good news that most rejection letters never tell you, and the most important thing that I can say to someone who's deciding whether or not they're going to reapply. And it's the most important thing that I can say to someone who's deciding whether they want to reapply. All 3 of those reasons are completely addressable between cycles. Professional reasoning can be developed. It improves with intentional reflection on your clinical observations and experiences. Personal statement positioning can be learned. It is a specific skill that looks very different once you understand what committees are reading for. Interview performance can be rebuilt from the ground up, not by memorizing better answers, but by developing a self-awareness and a professional identity that makes genuine responses possible. The applicants I watched succeed on reapplications did one thing differently. They did not try harder. They understood what went wrong and they addressed it specifically. And programs actually can view reapplicants more favorably than people realize. Here's why that changes your competitive position significantly. Reapplicants demonstrate something first-time applicants cannot: persistence and commitment to this specific profession, this dream. Programs know that a reapplicant who comes back stronger and more prepared made a deliberate choice. They could have changed their path, and they did not. That persistence is what signals how they will continue to perform and work hard in graduate school. When fieldwork is difficult, when clinical reasoning is being challenged, when the program demands more than they expected, a reapplicant who understands what they're reapplying for and why is actually a stronger candidate the second time. Not despite the rejection, but because of it. So here's a specific reapplication framework I recommend, built from what I watched in the applicants that I saw. Step 1, get honest about which of the 3 reasons apply to you. Not defensive, honest. Step 2, Address that reason specifically, not generally, the specific gap on how your application demonstrated readiness. Step 3. Strengthen your observation reflection. More intentional hours, more clinical insight, more professional reasoning on paper. Step 4. Rebuild your personal statement as a positioning document, not a biography. Step 5. Apply earlier. Rolling admissions reward early submissions. That framework has worked. I've watched it work. And it starts with clearly understanding every step. If you want more information on reapplication or building any application in the pre-OT space, come hang out with us in my school community, OT Student Leveled Up. Or if you want direct help from me, I have times and groups come and join me and we work on their applications.